That's great. Technology's done. I'm sure everything is fine. We're all fine here. Everything is fine. Nothing is fine. Oh my god. It is a Thursday night. I am a screaming wyvern. I call myself wyvern because, like a dragon, I am hoarding role playing games all the time. And like a wyvern, I am unbalanced and occasionally toxic. And tonight, we are bringing out a solo game in a virtual tabletop that I haven't touched in a long time because it's the best option for me. So, I am very fond. Well, I was born in time to be very fond of the early days of Dungeons and Dragons, 74, when the original white box came out. But what I remember most fondly is the let's go ahead and call them slightly hinky at times uh drawings inside those books. Um what I've got here for us today is a game called Dungeonrunner. Uh what I did purchase on a Kickstarter. Um with the link being added below. I can't chat on my own Twitch. It's telling me that I need to log in. What? Chicken indeed. Okay. What? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. I will let's find the stream manager here and we will go ahead and link that there, and then we will do the same on YouTube, and we will link that somewhere. This seems like a good place right there. Okay, now I feel like I have done everything I am supposed to do. So let's get about it. So this is Tabletop Simulator. I'm not sure why I have a table in the middle of the forest, but it was a better idea as far as I could tell than having it on a busy street. Uh, nice little downtown. Is that a playbook for a theater, or was that money? Or we have or we have there we go. There we go. That's probably what I'm supposed to go with. I heard you like tables, so here's a table hovering over a table, so you can table while you table. Okay, so Dungeonrunner. Already, you can see what I mean probably about the fantastic old school role playing game stuff. What this here is a card game. Go here. So I've got my deck of cards. I've got my tracker. I am going to need some pieces. Oh. Why don't I just put out a bowl? Okay, that makes more sense. And I think that's going to be everything that I need. The cards seem a lot bigger than the little board that I've got set up. Yeah, I'm going to have more problems with the what I'm playing the game on than the actual game tonight. So going through quickly, Dungeonrunner is a game where you play one who is running a dungeon. This probably makes sense. We have a 54 card deck here. We will be splitting it up in magical and fascinating ways. So first off, we find the hero card. So let's flip this over and quickly pull out cards until we find our hero card. Through that one. Okay, there we go. So here is our character sheet. Now, you will notice that as all good classic role-playing games, it is on a piece of loose leaf paper, because that's when I started. So we have our usual statistics: might, vigor, agility, dexterity, wit, and intellect. We have our armor class and we have our hit points. And of course, this being old school style, we have THWAC, which is a very faithful way of going back to THACO as far as very silly wording is concerned. But I do have 5 hit points, so I'm going to go ahead and give myself some health markers here. And I also happen to know that I start off with 3 power tokens. So I can use a power point to get a +2 to any attribute against lock or trap events. And I may also use it to pass a monster if I do an agility. So I need to grab another thing. Let's go ahead and go back into the components and grab myself. Let's go ahead and do metal dice. We are using D10s in this one. Can I do red? Not noticeably. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of that one and replace it with just a basic. Okay, so when I roll, the metal die is going to be for me, and the yellow die. What did I just say? The metal die is going to be for me, and the yellow die is going to be for the monsters or bad guys or whatever. So if I am being asked to do a agility check, that means I look at my agility, which is 6. I go ahead and roll the die. And as long as this number is equal to or less than the agility, then I am successful. In combat events, let me just go ahead and make absolutely certain that I am remembering correctly. I can only have 5. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I have here a Minotaur. So the Minotaur has an armor class of 7. So what I would do when I want to attack the Minotaur is I roll both dice. My die, I add my to wound. So that would be 15. and then that is compared to their armor class of 7 plus 8 is 15. Because I am a hero, and heroes always have the advantage, I am able to succeed on a tie. So that's the basic thing. I have 5 hit points. I've already got that. This particular one had 2 hit points, so I would have had to hit him succeed twice. Okay, and we've got lots of different abilities here. So what we're going to do to start with is we are going to pick up. Hopefully, my wife will stop dying in another room. We are going to go ahead and pick up a quest. Let's go with this one. Sit on the throne of Emperor Zim. Rumors abound that the Emperor gets special powers of command by channeling dark forces through his phone. You are going to find out to either quash the rumor or become mighty. So what we're going to do now is we're going to set up the deck. The deck is 2 parts. There's 15 cards for the first half of the dungeon and 15 cards for the second half of the dungeon. Kind of think of it like a MMORPG raid where you go through the trash and then you get to the good stuff if you survive that part. So for the upper deck, let's see. We are looking for okay, here's a dumb guard that goes on the bottom deck. Got 3 of those. Death Door, no. Crown Jewels, no. Court Jester, no. Bag of gold, not necessarily. There's lots of those. Okay, Patrol Guard, no, he's not important in this one. Pit Trap, no. Pit Trap. Potion. Priest on the take. Stop grabbing the entire deck. Okay, secret passage goes, with the guards. There's a sergeant. There's another sergeant. Skeleton key? No. Sfunger's Forge? No. The maze, that's on the top deck. The way out is on the top deck. The throne of Emperor Zim. The traveling minstrel. I don't think I found the secret passage. Okay, let's go ahead and tidy these up. Okay, so I should have 2 cards here, and I should have. Okay, traveling minstrel, the throne, 2 sergeants. I happen to know the secret passage, and there happen to be 3 dumb guards. Okay, so that is our starting top and bottom deck. So let's flip this over, and we're going to go ahead and shuffle that baby. Okay. Flip you over. So to the bottom deck, we need to add 7 cards. Let's. Get 7 cards, please. Oh, there we go. Cut it into 2 halves. That's 35, and that's the. Okay, 15. go ahead and shuffle that. And now I am going to go ahead and turn this sideways just to show that that's the exciting part. Now then, continue. We have 2 cards there, so I need 13 into 13. And that goes there. Now flip, shuffle. And we're going to go ahead and put the top of the dungeon onto the bottom of the dungeon. And the rest of the cards can just be thrown out. Okay. So, victory condition is I sit on the throne of Emperor's Inn and decide that my ass should go there. Okay. I have my character. I have my dice. I have my dungeon. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it is very persnickety. Sometimes I will be wanting one card, and I will get the entire pile. Sometimes I will just want the entire pile, and I will get one card. Very persnickety. All right, so this is the maze. This is a place or a test. Keep this card in play. Before drawing each adventure card, make a wit check at -3. When you pass, then you send the maze to limbo. If you make the roll by 3, then send the maze to oblivion. If the hero fails by 3, restock a card. Okay, so we have 2 concepts here. Concept number 1 is limbo. Limbo is a normal discard. So things will come back from limbo. It'll just it can just happen. Oblivion, on the other hand, is probably theoretically gone for good. Restock. When you are told to restock cards, take the number of cards from limbo and shuffle them back onto the top deck of the quest deck. If the top deck is finished, then restock them into the bottom deck. Okay. So 1 card gets shuffled back in. And that doesn't seem to be a random one. Okay. So, before drawing each adventure card, so my wit is 6. My wit at -3 is... Well, I overcomplicated that statement, didn't I? So making the roll by 3 is going to be next to impossible. So we could be going through here quite a lot. Is this a lock? This is a place and test. I can get a +2 to lock or trap events. So let's go ahead and see. Before drawing each adventure card, wit check at -3. So that's 10, which is higher than 3. So if I had any discards, I'd be putting them back. But I don't. So we're good for now. Okay. Here is a potion of healing. I can destroy this to heal 2 hit points. If I want to use it during combat, I need to pass a dexterity check, and if I fail that check by 3 or more, which means I roll a 9 or a 10, then I drop the potion and I don't get to use it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right here. I get to hold on to 5 items at a time. Okay. I'm going to skip the wit check for the moment because um yeah. Um okay, I guess technically I could roll a 1, which would get me out of the maze. I passed. I am so dumb. Why was I thinking my only option was sending the maze to oblivion? Okay, so let's go ahead, put that face down, and that will be my limbo pile. So I am no longer in the maze. Learn to read, noob. Um, and here we have a pit trap. I can make an agility check. Um, if fails, hero falls into trap and takes a hit. That sounds bad. If failed by 3 or more, hero must also make another agility check. If failed, hero is impaled through the eye by a spike and dies. That sounds like a great thing to have happen. Let's go ahead and avoid that. Now, I have a dexterity of 6. I can use a PowerPoint to make that 8. Um, that's going to make it really hard for me to mess up. So let's go ahead and take one of our PowerPoints, throw it back in there. Okay, so 8 or less. I rolled a 10. Okay, so I have taken a wound. But um any against lock trap events, so I still have the +2. What number? Okay, that's an 8. So just barely, very barely, did I manage to avoid falling into the pit trap. So it can go onto the top of the limbo pile. Well, I've gotten out of a maze, found a healing potion, and nearly died. So that's good. A shady alchemist. It is a normal event. If I had a bag of gold, then I could send it to oblivion to heal 1 hit point or cure disease. I cannot currently do that. I am assuming events. Just double, triple checking, but I'm pretty sure event just happens. Yep. The important thing is bloop, boop. Okay. It is a skeleton key. That is useful. So, use skeleton key to automatically succeed on a dexterity check to unlock any lock. After each use, roll d10, and there's a 50-50 chance of it going away. I'm trying to increase the size. So, go ahead and put it right here next to our potion of healing. That is 2 items in my possession. And the crowl, the crown jewels. So I may steal the crown jewels by making an agility check. There is no alarm raised, but that's a special feature that some creatures have. If I fail, then I have to do a vigor check or die from poison darts. This one is not that important to me, but I have to try anyway. My vigor is 5, so roll low. 3. 3 is low. Okay. I made an agility check. So that is a bag of gold worth 2,000. That that seems excessive for the alchemist, but yeah, we do what we must. Okay. Card number 6. It is the way out. If I want to, I can just leave. I do not want to, so we'll just go ahead and put that onto the limbo. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay, dexterity is currently at 8. The roll is 8. So this time I did manage to make it. So you can go over there in shame, having not myrtleated me. Oh, it is a vile poison. Before the start of a turn, hero may choose to apply vile poison to their weapon. Unfortunately, there's a typo, so this is the vile poison. I believe that may just be French. To their weapon by sending vile poison to oblivion. If used, the next successful attack deals +1 damage to the monster. Okay, what is a turn? A turn is a combat. So that just means that I can go ahead and use it while I'm in the middle of fighting a monster before I've rolled. The Lost Gauntlets of Jonar. Hero gains +1 to armor class. To use an item during the game, face up to the left. A hero may only equip one type of item at any time. The exception are potions and scrolls. Okay, so if I got another gloves, then I'd have to trade it out for this one. But for now, I don't. Okay, so patrol guard level 2. He has a low chance of hitting, normal armor class, and only takes 1 hit. So he has the ability to raise the alarm, which means that if it takes me 3 turns to defeat him, then the alarm goes off. I mean, we just saw that the crown jewels, the odds of success were lowered with that. And is there anything else? Raise the alarm after the third combat. Bribes and false papers can no longer be used, and probably other things. Now, I can do an agility check to just try and pass the patrol guard, but I think it's time. So, unless this says otherwise, the hero always goes first because, well, we're the hero. So, my 9 plus my 5 thwack is 14. He gets 4 and 5, so that's 9. And I was quite definitely successful there. So, do I get any treasure or anything like that? No. Do I care? No. I still wanted to hit someone in the face. Okay. Oh, it's another bag of gold. Or it's a bag of gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the next item I cannot equip. Okay, I'm a little confused. This seems to imply that I can have. I have to have the potions equipped. I'm going to stick to my understanding for now. I'll look it up later. A red fink. This one. Look at that. This one, very low chance of hitting. Very good chance of me hitting him. But he has the ability Diseased. Pass a vigor check or gain infection. And a threat marker. If infected, pass a vigor check or take -1 hit. So, the first time I'm diseased, then I get the infection and I get a threat marker. Otherwise, I take damage from it. That's what I am reading. So let's go ahead and fight this boyo. Oops. Go ahead and move the dice, and then we can pick them both up. Okay. My go. I rolled a 10. With my that's 15 against. He also rolled a 10, so that's my 15 against his 13. Boop. Another challenge completed. Okay, we are almost to the bottom. Okay. And it's a bag of gold. And the event cards. Use an item. You must have it equipped. One type of item at a time, or potions and scrolls. You know, I've already got 2,000. I know that's a sin for a adventure, but I'm just going to let it fly. Okay, this is a priest on the take. Abilities, raise the alarm. So I've got that there. I can give him a bag of gold to cancel raise the alarm and pass him. He's got kind of a high armor class. Sure, we'll go ahead and put that. Game. There. That will be Oblivion. You can tell it's Oblivion because the faces are truly horrible. But we don't have quite the problem with cliff racers. Okay, so you are done. Okay, it is another rat fink. Same as before. Okay, so oh dear. So that is 13 for him against my 6. So that was a failure, which means he gets to attack me. Okay, his to hit is +3. 4 plus 3 equals 7. Ironically enough, that is absolutely correct. But I have a 7 armor class. So that's 10. So he does not make it through my defenses. Put those back together and we he rolled a 1. 4 for his defense, and I of course have 10. So that is 1 hit point of damage, which means he goes bye bye bye. Okay. A secret passage. If you wish, the hero can make a wit check to skip. What that means is that I roll 2 dice and I subtract smaller number from the bigger number. But if I do that, take the number of cards you were told to skip and place them in limbo. That could accidentally cause me to bypass the throne. So I don't think I will take it up on that. It's a dumb guard. Okay. Instead of fighting him, I can make a wit check. I have a wit of 6. So if I can roll a 6 or under, then I don't actually have to worry about him. That is under a 6. That is a 3. So I have wandered off away from him. A patrol guard. Same as before. Agility check this time. And that is a 1. That is definitely a success. Oh my god! Okay. A court jester. Make a wit check. If the maze is in play, the hero gets -3 wit. If I fail the wit check, then I get tricked into thinking I'm going the wrong way. So, let's go ahead and make that wit check. It is a 6. And that is a 9. I have been convinced I am screwing up. So, we'll go ahead and... Whoops, no, that's flip. Go ahead and do this a little shuffle. Okay. We'll just quickly DD roll both dice. Lower number from the higher number. And it can't be better than... So we're going to go ahead and throw one card back in here. Okay, good job, Mr. Jester. I hope you're proud of yourself. It's my old friend, the Pit Trap. Do I use my last PowerPoint? Of course I do. Okay, so my agility is currently 8. Oops. Oh, come on. And I have rolled a 7, so I successfully avoid falling into the pit. It's a Dwarven Sentry. Okay. Okay. This is a little more serious. He has 2 hit points. So we'll go ahead and point that out. Okay. So, the next successful attack deals an extra point of damage to the monster. I have 9 cards to go. I am not going to use that quite yet. So, this was my 5 thwack against his 5 armor class. So, it's really just the straight up roll. So, fortunately, as mentioned, ties go in my favor. So, he takes a point of damage. Now he gets to try and avenge himself. My armor class is 7. His to hit is 3. So, that is 12 versus my... Okay. So he misses. That means that one less turn before he raises the alarm. Do another go. So this is my hit against him, and once again, okay, they don't seem to be weighted, but that's okay because he is out of there. We'll go ahead and put that back in case we need it later. Grab the dice, pull them back over here. And it's a sergeant. Oh, for God's sake. Combat Edge. Let's see what that means. Combat Edge. The hero no longer hits on ties. The monster hits on ties. I don't appreciate that. I guess no one asked me if no one cares if I appreciate it or not. Okay, so, 5 versus his 6 armor class. That makes this one a lot more challenging. Fortunately, the dice were not quite as vicious this time. So that is 14 versus, what did I say? 10. So that is one of his hit points taken away. Or, I just give him 1 hit point. And now he gets to counterattack. 4 versus 7. Okay, so 8. Okay, that is very much a hit. Let's try not to do that too many times again. I have 8 armor class. That hasn't mattered. So that wasn't good at all. Okay, 10 versus his 6. So he did not hit me again. But I have forgotten to take... So after this, the alarm will be raised. Okay, so I rolled 10. He rolled 8. Let's go ahead and reset this for the next time. No alarm for me. I am a little bit on the wounded side. I'm going to go ahead and toss that to Oblivion to get 2 hit points back. 2 health points back. It is the throne. So most of this doesn't matter. But if I roll a 10, then my hero just straight up dies. That seems bad. Let's not do that. Having rolled a 4, I gain 1 vigor, but that doesn't matter because all that matters right now is I have won the game. Well, I still have a bit of time left. Oops. Go ahead and gather these back together. There we go. Okay. I have... Not letting me move them off the card quite as easily. I have a whole second deck. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So, this one is Muck Elf Swamp. Okay, once again, we need to find our hero. No one saw a thing. That did not happen. Okay, so our Amazonian warrior. 6, 6, and 5. So let's go ahead and quickly stock up the health. And I get my power tokens back. Okie dokie. If a PowerPoint is paid, Amazon Warrior may become enraged for the rest of the current combat. While enraged, Amazon Warrior gains an extra attack per turn until end of combat. So, I feel like that should translate to I get an attack, it gets a counter attack, I get another attack. That just seems nice. Higher might, same agility. Everything else is just a little bit lower. Okay, what quest are we looking for today? There is a den of goblins. That sounds good. so I am going to start off with a Goblin Bane Dwarf. Kobold. Goblin Bane Dwarf. Well, Goblin Bane Dwarf is in play. Hero may ignore all goblins' abilities except Horde. Guard number is 5, hit points is 1. Well, we've got a new concept to worry about. Let's learn about followers, or allies, or people, what cards there are on the other side. Allies. Allies are cards with a guard number and a hit point number. When drawn, place them beside the hero. The hero will gain bonuses and abilities while the ally lives. The hero is affected by bonuses and penalties of the ally's class as well. Heroes may heal allies with items and familiars. You have 1 hit point. That's not going to happen. Whenever a hero with an ally gets hit, see if the ally takes it instead. Okay. Goblin, 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 goblin. Am I overdoing the goblins? I'm making an assumption here. Okay. Kobolds, goblins, goblin berserker, war chief, gaggle of goblins, goblin warrior. No, I'm doing fine. Elvish assassin, Elfbane dwarf. Seems rude here. Dwarf killer, disgruntled elf, the curse of Elven monk, and the bags of gold. Elf, 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 elf. And the way out. Okay. No cards go to Oblivion. It's organized. Yep. Anything else there? Okay. 15 cards. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Flip that over. Give it a good shuffle. Turn it to the side so that we know where the goblins are going to be. And for the upper deck, what the hell language is that? Go ahead and we pull out 15 cards. There is nothing special. This just reflects the elves that don't necessarily want me to be in their kingdom. Cut. We need 15 cards. And that goes on there, and that, all the rest of it. That's from the previous game. Goes to Oblivion up here. Okay, let's do one last reshuffle. Getting in the way. Okie dokie. Same setup as before. It is a muck wolf. That is shame. That is shame. Interesting wording. 2 hit points, fairly average stuff, and it has the ability Dark Vision, which is this way. Dark Vision. Monsters with Dark Vision are immune to the effects of darkness. That is fair. I have no special abilities, so let's go ahead and do this fight. So I rolled a 10. It rolled a 11. Rude. Okay, for my defense, I rolled a 9. And for its offense, it rolled a 7. So all is good there. Round 2. Okay. 7 plus 6 is 13. 3 and 5 is 8. So it only has 1 hit point left. But I don't have to do the math to know that that's bad. 4 plus 8 is 12. 6 plus 2 is 8. Oh, wait. I have to put that back. So, depending on how you look at it, low is good in this case. Because if he is still around at the end, then I don't have to worry about goblin special abilities. That is a 2, so I do indeed take the hit. Okay. So, rolling again. 7 and 6 is 13. 9 plus 5 is 14. As far as defense is concerned, that was a 2, which would be 6, which straight up isn't good. Okay. I rolled a 2, so that's 6, 7, 8 versus its 5, 6, 7, 8. I get the tie. And you go into limbo. Boop. Okay. Grab my dice. Put them closer. Okay, it's a rage elf. So if he hits me, he gets to attack again. And that would technically keep going until he stops hitting me. So that could get dangerous pretty quickly. Last licks. Monsters noted with last licks always get one last chance to attack before they die. That's exactly what I expected that to be. Okay. 9 plus 6 is 15 versus his 8 plus 4 of 12. So yeah. That one was much easier. Oh, you cheating me. He still gets a counterattack. He rolled a 13. I rolled a 8. I am probably way too tired to be trying to do math, but 4, I take the hit. Okay, you go to limbo. Come on, medicine cabinet. Nope, that's a poison elf. So when Poison Elf hits, do not take damage as normal. Instead, make a Vigor check. If failed, hero takes another hit, which I would assume means I take 2 hits. I rolled a 10. It also rolled a 10. So my 6 versus its 4. All good. More elves! Oh, abilities initiative. I bet I don't like that. Initiative. Monsters that are listed with initiative always attack first instead of the hero, so he gets to try and hit me first. He has a 14. I have a 12. That is a hit, either on me or my companion. And with a roll of a 10, that is my companion, unfortunately. And you have to go to Oblivion. I don't like it any more than you do. Stop flipping around. Okay. So now I attack. 3 and 3, which means it's straight up thwack versus armor class, which means die off and go away. Okay. I have no friend. It is the Curse of Elven Muck. If failed, hero is at -1 agility, and all monsters gain initiative until the curse is removed. I am going to come out of here not liking elves very much. Okay, so I am trying for a 5 or lower. That is a 1. Doesn't quite look like it, but I'm going to go ahead and trust that. And I don't have to worry about that event. A helm! Once per adventure, I can look at the top 1 to 10 cards in the adventure deck and go ahead and pass one of them if I successfully do a wit check. That's kind of nice. The Lost Bet of Jonar. Hero gains +1 thwack against animals, elves, and goblins. That's a very good thing. Wearing the helm. Wearing the belt. Okay. I just have to hope that I can remember that, which, again, a Dwarven Avenger. Okay. This is a new friend. So he's going to give me another +1 against goblins. So that is a good friend, although I kind of wish that he was an Elfbane dwarf. Lucky Coin of Jib. When hero takes a hit that will kill them, roll a d10. On a 6 or more, hero is restored to 1 health point. But abilities are now at -1. Afterwards, send it to Oblivion. If I rolled a 10, do not send Luck Coin of Jib to Oblivion and keep it instead. I'm going to use the same logic I had last time and put that into my bag. A McElf. We have no swirling mist. We have no darkness. I am not cursed. All is good. So he has a 10. I have a 10. I'm the hero here, not you, Mr. Muck Elf. So, ha ha ha. Oh, okay. Elfbane Dwarf. So, I don't know how the order goes if you have multiple allies. Can I have multiple allies? That is question number 1. You may have up to 2 allies. Yay! If there's more than 1 ally in play, choose one at random. That makes sense. A Muck Elf War Party. Okay. Before combat, hero must make an agility check. If failed, the hero takes a hit. If failed by 3, he takes 2 hits. But that is an ability. No, Horde is an ability. Okay, so Horde. Horde. This is a group. It decreases by 1 for each health point lost. I don't think I want to ignore that ability. Okay. Before combat, my hero must make an agility check. 6. So that's good. Okay. Just absolutely normal fight then. It got a 10. I got a 7. So I missed counterattack. Overly aggressive counterattack. I got a 10. It got a 10. So it's thwack versus armor class, which I am good with. Round 2. Once again. So, oh, I'm at +1. I don't think that previous fight where I didn't hit was just by 1. So, anyway, my thwack of 7 versus its armor class of 4. That's definitely bad news for it. Put that out of the way so I can roll them together. It has 2, which would be a total of 5 versus my 10. So no worries there. Okay. Only a 1. So that is a 6, 7, 8 versus its 4. No, 3, 6. Yeah. Is the bye-bye. Goes into the bye-bye pile. Are you diagonal? No? Weird. Okie dokie. Let's check this out. It is the Poisson Elf, the elf of the fish. I get to ignore his none ability. So it rolled a 14 for its armor class. I rolled a 6, 5, 11, 12. So yeah, it dodged. So that's a 5, 6, 11 again versus its 4, 5, 6. I dodged. Okay, so they're both 6s, so it's a straight up 7 against 4, and you join your friends. Okay, last card before Goblinville. A Swirling Mist. Roll 1d10 plus 2. Swirling Mist will be in play for that many turns. If failed, monsters get a free attack. So, really? Really? Okay. Can I grab... No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put the rulebook in a slightly better place. There we go. Okay, so that is annoying. When it is in play, I have to do an agility check, and if I don't, then the monsters get a attack before I do, and then their normal attack. Woot, woot, woot. Okay. And one last elf fight. I get to ignore the initiative, but I still have to do my agility check. So agility is 6. And I rolled an 8. So 8, 12 versus my 11. That's a pity. Okay. Let us grab ourselves a coin. And we will flip the coin. Okay. Heads, tails. Um, 10. So I no longer get to ignore elf abilities. Damn shame that. Okay. So that was its free attack because it now has its initiative ability again. It goes a second time. I got a armor class of 8 versus its attack of 6. So I'm all good there. I got an attack of 14 versus its 4. So 1 hit point. Okay. Put the coin away. So that was 1 turn. I was going to be there for a while. Flip. It is a kobold. Okay. After 2 rounds, if I haven't defeated him, he's going to get shuffled back into the deck because he's going to be running. Somehow, this little crap, this lovely little fellow, okay, he is a goblin. So I get a +1 against him, but he still gets 2 attacks against me, which is very rude. 8, 9, 10 versus, well, right off the bat, 10. So that's all good. Okay, so that is its free attack from that. Now it has initiative, so it gets another go. I have a 10. It has a 9, so that is a miss. That's its last attack for this, so I'm going to go ahead and put that down now. And that is a 10. That is a 1. We can just go ahead and call him good and toasted. Actually, I need to put this into a... Okay, let's go ahead and grab another bowl. And this will be our victory points. Six goblins, and I win! That was 1. And surprise, surprise, it is another goblin. Because of this, it gets a free attack. Um, 5, 6, 7 versus 6, 7. I have the advantage there. I get to a counter attack. 10. That right off the bat is awesome. So 16 versus 9. Go ahead and give him that. And take my victory token. 2 down, 4 to go. The Goblin War Chief. If a Goblin War Chief is in Limbo or Oblivion, hero gets a free attack before Goblin begins. Ow. Before combat begins against any Goblin. Whack is 5, which is unpleasant. He gets his free attack. Okay, so that's 10 and 2. Or 10 and... You go there. You come here. 8. And that unfortunately hits my Dwarven Avenger, who goes to the Oblivion and will be missed. Okay. He doesn't have initiative, so I get to go ahead and do a try. I am going to... If they can attack twice, I can attack twice. Okay, so this is my attack. I have 13 versus its 12, so that's 1 point of damage. It gets a counterattack. $15 versus my 10, so that there is an ow. Oh, wait. I need to remember that. 7, 8. versus its 5. And that takes him out of the picture. I'm going to go ahead and put this into limbo a little differently. Now it technically gets a little complicated. I only have 2 health. And there's a Goggle of Goblins. So Horde means that every time I do a point of damage, their stats go down by 2. So we're going to get our free attack because we have demoralized them by killing a leader. Is that a 2? Yes. Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 versus its 5, 6, 7. That is 1 hit on him. So this is 3 instead of 4. 13 versus my 14. So I am okay. And that deals with their free attack. So this is mine. 7, that's 12 against my 9, so I do not hit them. 5, 6, 7, 8 versus my 14. Yeah, no problems there. Okay. So now we're doing the Swirling Mist attack. That's promising. So 3, 6 versus my 6, 15. No questions there. 7, 8, 9 versus 10. That's a damn shame. And now it gets to attack me again. 7, 8, 9, 10 versus my 6, 7, 8. This is upsetting. And now it's their next free attack. 4 or 3, 5 versus my 12. Ooh. So their armor class of 5 versus my extremely large hit. That's a wound. They are getting one last chance, I hope. Okay, it's going to be 2 last chances. So currently they are all the way down to 2. 3, 6, 7 versus 9. This is their free attack from the Swirling Mist. 1. So yeah, right off the we know that that's my favor. 7, 13, 14 because of the belt versus their 5, 12. Yes. Go ahead and toss them into the limbo. One more. Okay. I am going to look at the next. No, I'm going to do a. No, okay, yes. So I'm going to look at the next 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this little guy isn't going to be a problem. Let's go ahead and make sure I don't go up against the Wolf Rider if I don't have to. I'm doing a wit check, which is 5. That was a 5 exactly, so that one. Whee! Okay. Flip you back over. Flip you back over. Flip you back over. And flip you back over. Okay. And now, shocking everyone, it's a goblin. Okay, so I get to get 1 free attack in. I have armor class of 8, 9, 10, 11 versus my thwack of 10. So that was a wasted free attack. Many sads. Its attack is 4 against my 11. I get my attack. And right there, we can call that good. 1 more, and I leave the swamp in a success. So, here's my freebie. So, 5 and 7 is... Okay, that's yes, 12. It says right there. Versus it's 12. So I have the advantage, and that, as they say, is that. I'll put that there for glory's sake. And now, with success deeply in hand, this is what Tabletop Simulator is best known for. And with that, I'm not sure why I did it in rage. And there's my random goblin just kind of, or my random kobold just kind of standing there. I don't know how I double flipped it. And with that, I will call it a night. I hope you enjoyed watching. And I will see you again next week. Good night.